Welcome back to the channel. Today we are tackling another daily coding challenge. The problem is called minimum number of pushes to type word to. It's a really fun one that deals with optimizing a keypad. Here is the problem page itself. It looks a little bit complicated at first glance, so let me break it down and explain the rules simply. Imagine those classic telephone keypads. We have 8 specific keys we can use, numbered 2 through 9. The cool part is, we are allowed to remap the entire keypad. We can map any lowercase English letter to any of these 8 keys however we want. If a letter is the first one assigned to a key, it takes just one button push to type it. If it's the second letter assigned to that same key, it takes 2 pushes, and so on. Our goal is to figure out the absolute best way to arrange these letters on the 8 keys, so that typing a specific word takes the fewest total button pushes possible. Before we jump into the solution, just a quick reminder. If you get confused at any point during this explanation, drop a comment below, and I will gladly answer it and help you out. Let's think about the strategy. If we want the fewest total pushes, it makes sense that the letters we type the most often should be the easiest to type, meaning they should only take one push. Because we have 8 keys available, that means we have exactly 8 prime spots, where a letter only requires a single push. So the logical step is to take our 8 most frequently used letters and assign them to be the first letter on each of our 8 keys. Then, the next 8 most frequent letters become the second letter on those keys, requiring 2 pushes, and we just keep going like that. This brings us to our first approach, which the editorial calls greedy sorting. The idea is exactly what we just discussed. First, we count how often each letter appears in the word, and then we sort those counts from highest to lowest. Here is the full code for this greedy sorting approach. It looks pretty clean, but let's break down exactly how the math at the end actually works. First, we create a list of 26 zeros to represent the alphabet. Then, we look at every letter in our word and increase its corresponding count in our list. After we have all our counts, we sort that list of frequencies in reverse order, meaning the biggest numbers are now at the very front of our list. Now for the clever part. As we loop through our sorted counts, we use this formula. We take the current position in our list, which we call I, and integer, divide it by 8. Why divide by 8? Well, for the first 8 letters, meaning index 0 through 7, dividing by 8 gives us 0. For the next 8 letters, it gives us 1, and so forth. Because you can't have 0 pushes, we simply add 1 to that result. So the first 8 letters get assigned 1 push, the next 8 get 2 pushes, and so on. We just multiply that push count by how many times the letter actually appears, and add it to our total. We also have a nice little edge case check here. If we hit a letter frequency of 0, meaning we've run out of unique letters in our word, we just break out of the loop early to save time. Now let's look at the second approach. Is there another way to always grab the highest frequencies without sorting the entire array up front? Yes, we can use a Max-Heap, also known as a priority queue. A Max-Heap is a special data structure that always keeps the largest number at the very top. When you pull an item out, you are guaranteed to get the highest value. Here is the code for the heap approach. Instead of a manual list, it uses Python's counter to get the frequencies and a heap queue to process them. Let's take a closer look at the unique parts. Python's built-in heap is actually a min heap by default, meaning it puts the smallest numbers at the top. To trick it into being a max heap, we just make all our frequency counts negative before pushing them in. Then, we run a loop, as long as the heap has items. We pop the top item out, make it positive again with a minus sign, and use the exact same divide by 8 math we used in the first approach to calculate the pushes. So how fast are these solutions? Both approaches have a time complexity of big O of n, where n is the length of our word string. This is because counting the letters takes one pass through the word. You might be wondering, doesn't sorting take extra time? Normally yes, but here we are only ever sorting a maximum of 26 items, since there are only 26 letters in the alphabet, so the sorting step takes constant time. For space complexity, it is big O of 1, meaning constant space. Again, this is because our frequency array, or our heap, will never hold more than 26 items, regardless of how massively long the input word is. Here are a couple of key takeaways from this problem. First, this is a classic greedy choice pattern. Whenever you want to minimize cost, match your highest frequencies with your cheapest options. Second, always recognize when your constraints are fixed. A fixed alphabet size turns a potentially slow sort into a constant time operation. Alright, that covers the Python explanation. As promised, I'll show the Java, C++, and JavaScript solutions next. If you want to just copy and paste this code to try it yourself, you can grab it over at leetcodeunlock.com using the link in the description. Here is the full solution written in Java, using the sorting approach. Next up, here is the exact same logic implemented in C++. And finally, here is the solution working in JavaScript. Before we finish up, I want to quickly say why this channel looks and sounds the way it does. You can probably tell this is narrated by AI. I built this tool for myself to generate clear explanations the moment a problem drops. I recently changed the visual format to be faster and punchier, so please leave a comment on the video telling me if you like this new style. Remember to drop any questions you had about the problem there too. I'm trying to eventually cover every single problem on Leetcode. If you want to support that goal, you can toss a coin my way at buymeaboba.com/LeetCodeDaily. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you can get your daily streak done early. Keep coding, and I'll see you tomorrow.